So here's the DAW that I chose to go with, man. Um, I chose to put my time and effort for the foreseeable future into Bitwig Studio. And the reason I chose Bitwig, there's a lot of different reasons. But one of the reasons I dibbled and dabbled in it. I've been with Bitwig since version 2. And there was a lot of features missing in the beginning. I knew they were new. They were trying to get stuff in, and they didn't have stuff that other DAWs just had, right? One of the reasons why I stuck with FL Studio forever, and I'll always be a FL Studio user. Like, even from time to time on this channel, you're gonna always see me use FL. So don't sleep on that. I'm always gonna be on FL. But I've really gotten into Bitwig heavy because of the new things that they've added. What I have right now is version 5.1.9. I just upgraded yesterday because I got tired of the look of the old one, and there was some new features that I did not have yet. So a lot of this stuff I don't even know how to use yet, but I upgraded simply because I'm waiting on version 5.2, and 5.2 is going to come out this summer, either this month in July or later in August, but it should definitely be here before September. They promised a summer release. I was watching, what was it, Synth Anatomy channel? Very cool channel. Go check him out. I always shout people out, man. Ain't no hate here, man. And he was interviewing one of the guys that worked on Bitwig, and they were saying that they finally got the time stretch algorithm right. Like, you can actually pull in loops now and sync them to your track tempo. And that was it. That's all I was waiting on. That was it, because before I was just using Serato, and there was a workaround. You could use Serato and just put any loop in there, but you got tired of, if you wanted to use 3 or 4 loops, putting in 3 or 4 Seratos, and it's just like, I didn't really want to do that. But let's go to the actual DAW, man, and let me show you some things that I was really interested in and why I got it, man. So right off the top, we're gonna make this as quick as possible. Right off the top, let's go to, this is my username. Your username will be here. Just stuff I've worked on, new projects. If you go to your settings, you got your behaviors and everything that you're looking for in your preferences, your locations, plugins, controllers, all that cool stuff, right? Packages is stuff that comes with Bitwig. Like, I was looking at this one here today. I was wanting to really check that one out to see what it was about. And if you go to install, I installed a drum loop one because I really like to work with loops, as I said. I'm really a heavy percussion guy. I like to make my percussion really heavy. Yeah, so when you get the DAW, there's already 50 packs that come with the DAW. Like, it only says 49 because I downloaded one, right? But it keeps track of what you've downloaded, what you haven't downloaded. I won't be downloading everything. I'm gonna just go through and see if I can find some stuff I like. Yeah, I think that's really cool. It's like having a Reason Plus, that comes with the DAW. You don't have to pay an extra fee for it. All you have to do is just pay for the upgrade, which for me, since I was already a Bitwig user, was only like $129 with the summer sale. It's a no-brainer, right? Yeah, so that's really cool. Then you got your help page here. Tutorials, all types of stuff. People that do tutorials on their website. You got it right inside your DAW. Very, very cool. There's tons of tutorials on YouTube as well. The browser section, very cool. You can search for stuff by name. You can search for stuff by like audio effects, note effects. That's Bitwig specific, like your strum feature, your ricochet, which is a new cool one, randomize feature, quantize, stuff like that. All of your plugins, you can look for them by scrolling down here on this menu. Like, I got a ton of plugins, but not really. Most of them is all waves. And then you can look in your folders here to find stuff. Very, very cool, very dope. So, like, if I wanted to, let's say, Freak Shows Industry, it would give me all of the plugins. Now, there's a feature where you can remove duplicate plugins, because like this is like VST 2 and 3. I like to do both sometimes so I can get a feel. Sometimes the VST3 plugins run better. But yeah, just giving you a quick idea. My favorite section. So when you're working and you want to go to your favorites, like I use these like in every beat, except for Halion Sonic. I just got that because of the new plugin Extreme, which is really dope. Yo, it's free. Go check that out if you're into that, man. It's good for transitions. I'm giving them some actual. I even did a video on it, so check that out, man. Real cool product, free. Can't beat that. My MIDI players, like I said, I just upgraded yesterday. I haven't got everything started off just yet. My drums, I only use it if I'm gonna do drums. I use Atlas 90% of the time, but when I want a live feel, I'll use Addictive drums. Or I use them a lot to just add stuff. Samples, Serato, ADSR, your effects. Very, very cool browser section, which is one of the main reasons that I bought it. But let me get into one of the bigger reasons. Let's just pull up a plugin. Hell, I don't know. Let's pull up this Pro Soloist by Cherry Audio, right? I'll just pull something up, right? And actually, you know what? I want to use Lounge Lizard because I know that I'm going to go ahead and use some of these MIDI chords over here just to give you guys a quick video. Let me get my headphones on because I'm just talking without them. And I'll show you guys what you can do with this thing. So check this out. I got some MIDI over here. I'm just going to drag something over, see if I can find a nice little MIDI groove. Let's go to like 120 or something. And let me go ahead and drag that back in because I don't think it's going to. Yeah, let's drag that back in. So very cool. Here's another cool feature. So if you look over here, these are your colors, right? For your tracks, right? And I can go here and there's like, these are the 5 that come with it, right? So I can change, it's all types of colors, right? But here, I created these myself. All I did was I imported an image from anywhere on your computer and it would pull the colors out of those pictures and give you a select tool to use that. That's a very cool little niche feature. I like that a lot. So I've been checking that out. I got like 2 of them. And very cool. So let's play this real quick. Let me drag this down. So very good MIDI. Now check this out. Here's the cool thing, right? The main reason I bought this, let's just say, I know this is not going to sound right. This is for video purposes only, right? Let's just say I want to add another one. All you got to do is hit this button, add another one. Let's say I want to add another one, add another one, add another one, right? I want to show you guys the mixer here. I'm going to go ahead and mute everything because I don't want to blow your eardrums out and I don't want it to sound just discouraging because I don't really have my keyboard with me right now. I'm kind of in the middle of something. I'm away from home. But I want to show you guys the mixer here. Now, the mixer, if I was to play this, let me go ahead. Here's all the buttons where you can like see what you want to see. Like, I don't use scenes, so I get rid of that. But I do like to have, let me go ahead and drag this down. I do like to have my meters going here, right? So this is probably one of the best mixers that you're going to get because of the size of it. I get tired of these DAWs and their little bitty EQs. Like this fills up the whole page for the mixer, man. Let me go ahead and I'm going to turn all this down. Now I can just go ahead and shift control real quick, or I think it's, what is it, shift? Yeah. I can just shift, grab all of these at once, right? And I'm going to turn these down because I know it's going to sound crazy. Let's unmute them just so you can see, actually see the mixer. But it actually, it's not gray. It goes up like green for good, yellow for you're getting kind of high, red. It's it's a real mixer. Like if I just soloed the oh my god, I got everything clicked up. If I just solo one of the lounge lizards, right, and just kind of like, and I want to turn that up just a little bit. So it's really, really cool, man. This is your like synth effects. Very, very, very dope, man. So I just wanted to show you guys a few features. Let me just delete some of this stuff real quick. Cause I can't really like produce no music or nothing right now. Not really. I'm kind of in the middle of something. I just had time to really do this real quick. Check this out though. You know how you guys like to use scalar or stuff like that? Because like me, I'm not going to front to you like I'm just like the best keyboard player in the world. I can hold my own and I do pretty good, but there's a lot of scales I don't know, a lot of chords I don't know. And I don't even feel like thinking half the time, man, because the stuff that you know how to play, you don't have to think on it. But when you're learning a new chord and like to practice something, like, man, I'm just going to use scalar or something like that. So I can just pull in something like scalar, right? You know how on most like let me go to what's the name? So you know how like on most DAWs you have to like hook it up and send this to this part and send this for you to get the sound out of it. It's like not with Bitwig. Let me just go ahead and click on it, boom, and I'll drag it right into the session. Like pick a chord. Let's just mess with like CC Rogers real quick. I like their chords. I don't know if that's male or female, but they got some good chords. You know what I'm saying? Just real quick, man. It's already in there. You don't have to do anything. And like right now, right? So I'm going to just go ahead and say I want to use my computer. Say I don't have my keyboard with me right now. I could just go in here and boom. And all I got to do is just find these notes on this keyboard, which should be like right in here. And I could just play this. But you get the idea, right? I could just play them from my keyboard and actually record the shit, right? From the keyboard. You don't even have to have really a MIDI controller to make music on this thing if you have the right plugins, right? If you're just a beginner or something, right? But of course you want to get a MIDI controller. I mean, come on now. But very, very dope stuff, man. You can just drag it and drop it. Now, let's say, okay, well, what if I want to see, like, for example, if I just played, let me just play something real quick. Let's go ahead and get like a, let's see. I'm gonna actually use my MIDI keyboard here. I got a little bitty travel MIDI keyboard I use. So let's just say I want to really mess with something, right? Like I just want to like, let's start like a little low. Turn a. Right? I kind of like that vibe. Right? Something just simple and basic like that, right? And let's see, I don't know where I stopped at. Might have to change the color up real quick. All right, cool. So let's say, well, when I look at this, there we go. That's a bright color you guys can see. And let's just say I'm looking at this, but let me go ahead and cut that back just a little bit. I want to see my chords. I want to see my scales. Well, then of course you got to go in and hook it up. So then I'll go in here and I'll say, okay, you can color chord them the same color if you want. Now I like to put scalar on top. It's just one of the things I like to do. But this little button right here, I go in, click it to the scalar track. Same like you would do any other DAW. Find a plugin, Lounge Lizard. You can color coordinate them if you have like tons. Say you have like tons of like, say like this whole list is like filled up with stuff because you got like 30 tracks. Well, if you color coordinate it, you can find it easy. So it's really easy to hook up. And now I could just bring this back up here on Scalar because Scalar is actually playing that, right? And now I can get my full chords by just hitting play. So very cool, man. Very intuitive. But that's pretty much it. I didn't want to take all day on this. I just want to show you guys why I love it. I love the vibrant colors. I love the way you can actually see everything in the mixer. Like I'm getting a little bit long in the tooth. You know what I'm saying? I ain't no spring chicken no more. You know what I'm saying? But like I ain't old as dirt yet either. But I like to. I just got some glasses not too long ago, and you know what I'm saying. My vision is a little bit skewed. And like I need a bigger mixer, man. So I like seeing that. I like seeing the mixer. It's beautiful, man. Especially when you get 7, 8 going and all that going, and you're sliding over. You got all of these things you can see. Everything's named. Like, of course, it's very, very cool. The names just pop up, or you can go in here and say if I want to say this is a piano. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can just name it real quick and boom, it's going to automatically pop up in the mixer. You don't have to go back like you do with FL and sometimes rename it and all that different crap. Like, very, very cool. Your send effects. If I wanted to do like a halftime or something on it, just type it in and boom, there's your send effects at your halftime. And, keyboards really aren't the best thing to halftime, but you get the idea of it, and then it'll just pop up right here as halftime. Or you can go and just rename it. You know what I'm saying? Whatever you want to rename it. Call it CN1, CN2. But very, very dope. This is my new home. When y'all come to my channel, this probably what y'all gonna see me on is Bitwig and FL Studio from time to time. But I'm out of here. That's my time. I appreciate y'all for stopping by. But this is why I chose to go with Bitwig Studio. You can look at all my other videos before this one, which will explain why I shied away from some DAWs and why, I even shied away a little bit now from FL Studio. You can check that out. Please check them out, and I'll holler at y'all in a minute. If you want to check out my sound packs or anything in my store, you can check me out at exoticwave.com. I'm out of here. I hope you get everything you're looking for in this life. And I wish you nothing but love and success. Peace. I'm out of here.